Faravid and his cars escorted King Rishi back to the royal hall. Everyone is safe.
Let's regroup there.
Rango! Fleet! Fleet!
That sniveling little shit!
Conspiring right under our noses.
I don't care! I want answers!
Calm, Lord Rishia. Audun is dead.
That doesn't calm me. I wanted to rip the bastard's spine out myself. You want to calm me? Start talking.
Audun aligned himself to a secret group that was plotting to overtake Jorvik.
He had help from two others, Grigory the Dockmaster and Ingeborg the Abbess.
And you, Eivor? You were after these conspirators from the moment you arrived?
Yes, though I could not let it be known. This group can reach any person, permeate the walls of any city. Much like the worms of a spoiled apple, they would have eaten Jorvik from the inside out if we let them.
But you stopped that from happening. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You can be sure Halfdan Jarl will hear of this.
If the threat is gone, then you have my gratitude as well. I'm alive today, and so are many others because of you. I'd like to name you an honorary High Reeve of Jorvik, Eivor. Would you accept?
It has a nice sound to it. You honor me, Lord.
You have earned it.
Then if I may, a hoard of silver is left unaccounted for in the grottos beneath these streets.
That's right. Silver the Dockmaster was collecting.
What do you propose we do with it?
Hard-working merchants were robbed of their wares. Honor Yuletide by giving the silver back to the honest citizens of Jorvik.
A wise suggestion. I agree.
Fine. I will see to it that Hjord distributes the silver evenly. Come, Faravid. Help me secure this hoard. I could use a bloody walk.
We have a saying in Bjarmia. Only the dead get to complain.
And we're still living.
I could muster a few complaints about the king and the treasury, but I shall forbear. You did it, Eivor.
We did. It may be we were the recipe to keep Norway from Harald all along.
We still can be.
No. Norway is behind me now, and the rest of England ahead. That said, I must be going.
Wait. Should you ever need us, we will come.
One last thing. The silver on your desk, Hjor. It planted a seed of doubt in my mind. So I must know. What is it for?
I suppose I can forgo the element of surprise. I hired a silversmith to craft a love token for Lufina. A Yuletide gift.
You sneak.
I will take my leave before you shame the throne.
Until our paths cross again, old friend.
In this world, or the next.
If you drop by Jorvik again, please join us for an ale. I know of a place down the street.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Imasi, cum sonato winter. Ich beterve fultum sumra stoka, at ich habe liv tordele in des erbotes.
Now, this one.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
All my pieces are good, but that one's very good. I can get you that one easy. I do good.
I'm...
Now,
Be well, my friend.
a long
Rollo! Returned from Frankie already. This is a surprise. Is the Lady Estrid well?
She is. Had a rough few weeks upon our return, but she is on her feet and with her family. And I am looking for a new adventure. If I remember right, you said I might find it here, with your clan.
That's right. Your presence is much needed and well appreciated. Settle in and we'll sail soon enough.
Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of mystery.
Hi, Eivor.
I brought something for you.
I've heard tell that this one's a real fighter. These are good fish.
Now,
Farewell, Eivor.
this one begins a long time ago.
What do you have today? Have you got a contract for me?
I have just received. Odds are, the sooner you... Now, this one begins... ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of mystery, wonder, and a temple to a hidden god. The guardian of this temple was a proud man.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done.
I have to...
Then go.
What have you got for me today?
I almost fell to my death mapping this one. I've marked the location on your map. That's it? Farewell, Eivor.
There's some new things for you to look at.
May I see your stores?
Finished? A good day to you.
The guardian of this temple was a proud man, kingly and...
I have purged the Order of Ancients from Jorvik with Lufina and Hjor's aid. And should we ever need theirs, they will come.
You do this work well, Eivor.
I doubt it. Not enough glory in these... The Wolfka! So glad to see you. I should talk to Hytham about my next targets.
Eivor, have you seen what?
Petra, what is wrong?
It's my brother. Wallace was meant to return hours ago. I'd like to search the woods for him.
We should go now. Do you know where to...
Near Peter.
was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact, a protector of holy wisdom. And
Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly...
All right. I will speak with Randvi, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
I have to go.
Then...
Protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering the secrets of the desert.
I want to see the Alliance map. I should go. I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting.
Yes. So what do you think?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
He is more than welcome here, as are you.
had a wife.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
You should get that. Honestly. I think that would be a very good choice. I'm almost jealous at what a good purchase you've made. This looks practically made for you. Eivor, yes! This is a brilliant choice. Can't have too many. Use it wisely. Done shopping for the day? I hope to see you soon. Protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering. Together they had a son, in whom they hoped to instill all their skill and knowledge. The boy was to be a union.
May I see your stores?
You like the looks of that one? Done for now.
I would like...
Together they had a
Fight
son,
well, Eivor.
to instill all their skill and knowledge.
Show me what lies ahead. Go! Go! Yeah! Aid me. Be my eyes. Go! Yeah! Asked about this last, my friend. Go! Deep as you know from above, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. I will find the man in white in their god's house.
like a young King Alfred. He'll crack his head like a fresh hen's egg.
Spread your wings, Sunan.
Jump, little flea! Jump, flea! Jump! Stop it, you!
See you, old friend. This must be the house of that timid guard. They built him a rich dwelling.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was mighty indeed in defense of his God.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God. He rose from the dead. A nice trick, and not easily done. Their God brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
On the mountain his face shone.
His transfiguration.
God breathed. The women came.
Thou art weighed in the balance.
I am no Christian. I do not know your stories.
Then return when you no longer languish in a pit of ignorance. Has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak his story.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
I am no Christian. I do.
Then return. Has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak his story.
women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
God breathed
his
on the mount. The women came.
And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in His...
To all the priests and what you...
I have invited you here. Full care with...
If you... How much do you know?
Own this letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I...
And a humble servant of your God.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray...
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in...
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west. Eivor.
Not yet, great king, but the day will... I need to find this Reeve, Goodwin. I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester any...
You die now! God won't let us lose.
Give up!
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, while the guards destroying evidence. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.